Greetings, clarinetophiles and clarinetophilettes. In this video, I'm going to share with you a letter that I sent to a friend who requested to try some of our Homage mouthpieces. If you're not familiar with the Homage mouthpiece at all, we have a video. If you'll check an earlier video, all the information is there about the Homage. In any case, he requested a few of those things to try for him and his students, and so I decided to write him a letter preemptively so he would know exactly what to expect. Now, I want to say this, that, Aristotle said a long time ago, he said everything that's made is made for a purpose. And if you don't understand that purpose, you don't know how to evaluate it. You don't really know what to expect, and you're likely to miss the point. So in this letter to my friend, I shared with him exactly what I tried to achieve in the design of the Homage mouthpiece, and I'm going to share it with you. So, here it goes. Dear blank, I didn't use his name because I didn't ask his permission to share this. I'm planning to send you 2 or 3 Homage mouthpieces tomorrow for you and your students to test. I'm sending them with my standard facing, close tip and medium long curve, but I could vary that within limits upon your request. This mouthpiece design has what I consider the best of what we commonly think of when we think of the traditional Shedville style mouthpiece design, specifically, primarily a deep double concave baffle, medium large bore, narrow sidewall chamber, fairly low pitch. The mouthpiece helps 2, in my opinion, important characteristics that I consider ideal for classical clarinet playing. Depth in the fundamental and foundational basis of the clarinet tone, combined with a high degree of built-in tonal concentration, or what clarinetists commonly call center or focus. Imagine a teardrop or an onion shape, and you've got the basic idea. Not a round sound, but a sound that gathers up into a very concentrated point, or better speaking, that emanates from a concentrated point, okay, and then blooms out into the hall. While many popular mouthpieces have adequate depth and appealing color, few, if any, provide the concentrated shape that makes the truly traditional centered, concentrated, focused clarinet classical tone relatively easy to achieve. The Homage does. In my opinion, these 2 paradoxical qualities, depth and focus, combine to create what I think of as an ideal characteristic clarinet tone. Sadly, this ideal has been lost, as what I call the trombone school of clarinet playing has gained increasing preeminence. It's flashy, but in my opinion, it's trashy. So, I believe the more you build these 2 characteristics, as depth and focus, into a mouthpiece design, the less the player will have to labor behind his or her nose to create and maintain them. This formula, along with a properly fitted, well-balanced reed, equals greater flexibility, greater expressive freedom, and greater endurance for the player. All you got to do is balance your reed. Note, this mouthpiece is not a simple stamping of a pre-made mouthpiece blank. We paid for completely new molds based on this design, and I'm really happy with how it came out. And of course, I hand-finished and thoroughly test each one, as is my habit, or better said, probably it's my compulsion. This may or not be to your taste, but musically, it's as close as I can get to a mouthpiece that makes it easier to produce a similar shape and color to Harold Wright's sound and phrasing. In my opinion, this is all we can reasonably ask from our equipment. To help us create sound and phrasing we conceptualize rather than fighting us. Now, as kind of a postscript to that, I want to share with you that, I have over the years, many years, I've had clarinetists come to my shop, come to our production facility, and they're looking for the right clarinet or the right mouthpiece. And of course, I never just produce something for them just carte blanche. I ask them what they have in mind. And many of them, when they share with me what their ideas have been about clarinet tone and their concepts, and I look at their equipment, I see that from a standpoint of physics and acoustics, their equipment is actually fighting them to achieve the things they say they're trying to achieve. So it's always good when you look at a piece of equipment to try to find as much as you can about that piece of equipment in terms of what it actually can do for you, what it actually does. As Aristotle said, you know, everything that's made is made for a purpose. The more precisely and thoroughly you know that purpose, the better you can see whether it's the right thing for you or not. So I want to share that with you. If any of you are interested in trying the Homage mouthpiece, at least this video will give you a good idea of what I was trying to achieve. And if that appeals to you, give the Homage a try. I think from the customer response and what I know about acoustics and acoustical design and stuff, you're probably going to end up loving it. And as always, thanks for listening.